Welcome back to our top 24 most incredible Bigfoot sightings caught on camera. If you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing and don't forget to smash the like and notification buttons. And thank you from Paranormal Rabit, number 12, the Skookum Cast. In the year 2000, researchers conducting wildlife studies in Washington state discovered something unexpected: a massive depression in soft ground. At first glance, it resembled a simple animal bed, but as investigators studied it more closely, the shape suggested something far more complex, a possible outline of a large body resting in the soil. What made the discovery controversial was not just its size, but its structure. Proportions within the impression appeared to suggest multiple anatomical points of contact: forearm-like pressure, possible torso depression, and a heel-shaped indentation. Supporters argue the cast represents rare physical interaction with an unknown primate. Skeptics counter that the formation matches elk bedding behavior under specific environmental conditions. But both sides agree on one point: something heavy was there. But physical impressions were only one side of the evidence. Because in the same region, something far more direct was captured on camera. Number 11, the Freeman video footage. In 1994, investigator Paul Freeman recorded a series of forest encounters in the Blue Mountains of Washington. One segment in particular drew intense attention: a distant, upright figure moving through dense woodland. At first glance, the subject appears to walk in a steady, deliberate rhythm. Researchers analyzing the footage focused on biomechanics, stride length, arm swing symmetry, and body proportion relative to surrounding trees. Supporters argue the movement is consistent with a large bipedal organism. Critics point to the limitations of distance, compression, and camera instability. Despite decades of review, no definitive classification has been reached. But even clearer recordings would emerge in the following years, where multiple witnesses reported seeing the same event from different perspectives. Number 10, the Independence Day footage. During a holiday outing in 1998, a group of individuals reported seeing something unusual moving through a forest clearing. One of them began recording. A large upright figure appears briefly between trees. Unlike many earlier cases, this encounter is supported by multiple observers at the scene. Some reported seeing movement before the camera was raised. Others confirmed the direction of travel after the recording stopped. Researchers analyzing the footage attempted to reconstruct the environment using terrain mapping and vegetation density estimates. Even with modern enhancement tools, the identity of the subject remains unconfirmed. But one of the most debated recordings would not come from a casual observer. It would come from a structured investigation effort. Number 9, the Memorial Day footage. In 1996, a short recording captured during a Memorial Day outing became one of the most debated pieces of visual evidence in Bigfoot research. A figure appears briefly between trees, partially obscured, moving laterally across uneven terrain. Researchers analyzing the footage focused heavily on proportion estimates: shoulder width relative to tree spacing, estimated height based on trunk alignment, and movement consistency across frames. Supporters argue the proportions exceed typical human capability. Skeptics point to low resolution and ambiguous scaling. Despite extensive analysis, The footage has never been conclusively verified, and as researchers compiled these separate incidents, a pattern began to emerge that changed how the entire phenomenon was being studied. Hey, stay with us for the next video in this incredible series from Paranormal Rabit.